And here I am in the van, although this isn't what this video is supposed to be. It's not meant to be here I am in the van. This is just me in the van telling you the video you're about to watch is actually part 2 of my front suspension and inner wing Freshtoration on Jessie. You've probably already watched part 2, which was actually part 3, because I forgot all about this footage. I was looking on all my SD cards and I suddenly found this footage and I thought, that was meant to be part 2. How did I even manage that? Anyway, here it is, part 1.5. There's actually part 2 that's now part 3. It's confusing, isn't it? But here we go. Hello, it's Alex. It's my day off today and I'm going to be working on Jessie. Well, I say that. There's not a lot I can do today because really I need to paint all the bits and I can't put the bits back on until they're dry. So I'm out here with a can of spray Hammerite and I'm just going to do these pieces. So I'm spraying these. They've had rust killer on. Now I'm spraying them with this. And over in the shed we have a little worker. We have Lyndon in the shed with a can of, well, it's a very similar paint to Hammerite, but it's Lidl special, so I don't know how good it's going to be, but he's painted the barbecue in it and that's been outside and that looks good. So he's going to do the main spring pan, the little, I don't know what that is, he called it a spaceship that goes in the spring pan, and the 2 main arms. The spring's going to be an awkward one. How are you meant to spray all the little bits? I don't know. I can only do my best. Stone chip's all completely dry under here now, so I've decided I'm going to go for some gloss black paint under here, because if the dirt sticks to that, the dirt will stick to it. It's quite sort of rough because it's stone chip, so if we put some glossy black paint on there, then when it comes to it and the dirt goes on it, it should slide off a lot easier and it gives it extra protection. This little job here is bringing me joy. I've just cleaned this off with a wire brush thing on a drill. This is for the suspension top arm. So the bushes go over this. So what I'm doing is I'm giving it a good old lathering of red rubber grease. Because if you use any other grease on here, it can prematurely deteriorate the rubber because of the chemicals and stuff. So I'm just getting the new rubbers, fingering them full of grease, and I'm sliding them on the shaft, ready. So when I come to put it all together, instead of hunting around for little bits everywhere, it's all ready to fit on the car. There we go. And then when we fit it to the car, we'll put more red rubber grease around the exterior of the rubber to push it in, slide it in. So that's the rubbers on. And over here, I'm not bringing it over here because it's messy. I've got some copper grease. I'm just going to copper grease the threads. I've got some new stainless steel washers. I'm hoping the nuts are stainless. I don't know. They were from John Waring, so I'd like to think they are, but they might not be. Ah, now that is ready to fit. Gross. These are the lower arm ones now. Just clean them up. Thankfully they're all okay. I mean, they were done in 2008, around that time. So they're not that bad, but I imagine if you're changing 60-year-old bushes, these are probably going to be rather seized. I just noticed they've got Rover Co. printed on the side. Oh, it's a lovely tight fit. Woo. Nice. That is nice. It's nice to get everything ready so it all slides together easily, quickly. So tomorrow is going to be the final coat of paint on the bits, suspension bits. So then the day after will be put together day. Oh, and hopefully it all goes smoothly because we got all new nuts and bolts, we got the new bushes, everything's clean and painted. So yeah, should go nice and smoothly. Should. Stay tuned to see if I'm wrong. Look at all the bits lined up nice. Bottom arm bushes and pins, top arm bushes and pins, bushes and new stabilizer bar for the anti-roll bar. So that's the bushes for those. New nut and washers and the cap for the shock absorber. I'm using the old bushes for the shock absorber because they're not bad at all. And I didn't buy any bushes. They can be done at a later date. That's no big deal. These look gross. These are the little pins, but they got new bolts and nuts and washers, all stainless, to go through the bump stop that goes on the top arm. I've got a new bump stop, but I'm painting the bracket that goes on at the moment, and I'm painting all the little cup washers that the bushes sit in. These are all stainless nuts, bolts, washers, all for the suspension arms where the spring hanger goes on. 14 of those. And yeah, that's everything ready. So under here, I didn't realise, but the disc was sort of hanging on the brake pipe. But the brake pipe looks in really good condition, so I've just cable tied it to the shock absorber because I never removed the shock. It doesn't need painting behind it, it doesn't need to come off, so I just left it there. But this is all painted in here with gloss black, it's all dry. And it looks amazing. I'm really happy with how it looks. So what I'm going to do now is I've got some wax oil, and I'm going to wax oil all up inside the arch, all in that lip, and I'm going to wax oil down in this crevice here, in this crevice here, Probably like along the top of the chassis and things like that, up in there. Sort of wax soil it all into these little areas. Yeah, it's going to be good, and hopefully it'll last a long time. Jessie is just so demanding. I thought I'd give the edge of the wheel arch a little tidy up. Found out there's loads of rust hiding under the paint. So I've had to chip all that old paint off, sand it down, and I've just put rust killer on it. That's what all the blue bits are. That wasn't on my list of jobs. What else have I done? Oh, I've given all this a little spray up with Hammerite. You can't see it, it's a bit dark. Just to tidy it up and make it look a bit nicer to go with everything else. I'm going to go in now. I've had enough. Thanks for watching. Bye. Here I am, still in the van. Thanks for watching all. All of the parts, if you have watched all the parts, I would hope so. You know. So there was part 1 and 2, and now this part, which is part 2. Yeah, I'm going on again, aren't I? Sorry. Anyway, that's it for now with the suspension and the inner wing. No more on this until I tackle the passenger side. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye.